Friends, welcome to this special episode of Kevin at 7. It is Tactical Tuesday. And yes, I am back. Thank you for bearing with me while I was absent yesterday because by doctor's orders, I could not talk. I was on 3 days of 100% voice rest where I could not say a word, even to my wife. So we were texting for all these last 3 days. And so I went back to the laryngologist there. I'm having some problems with my voice, and it's been raspy, and I've been losing it quicker than normal. And so my vocal coach, I got a bug on my head. My vocal coach, Roger Love, sent me to Dr. Sean Nasseri, an otolaryngologist. He's a voice expert, and had him look at my throat. So he looked at my throat and said, no talking for 3 days, and then come back and let's look at it again. So we went back and looked at it again yesterday. I have a hemorrhagic nodule on one of my vocal cords, which is not good, but it is fixable. It's treatable. And so that's why I couldn't talk. And so we're working on my voice to save it. So there you go. So good morning, everybody. Welcome. Good morning, Raw from North San Diego. Raw, you're on Facebook this morning instead of YouTube. That's interesting. Good morning, Angela from Savannah, Georgia. Danny Ramos from Orlando. Unique Trouble from England. Hey, Unique, I'm going to be in England in July. My wife and I are going to be in England and Scotland and not sure where else. Hey, Kim from Columbus. Jason from Hillsboro, Oregon. Tanika from Maryland. Miriam from Los Angeles, Eric, Rhode Island, Johanna from Milwaukee. There's a lot of you people on this morning. Good morning, Rusty from Denver, Claudia from Avondale, Arizona, and I'm sorry I missed a bunch of you. So good morning. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the hearts. Good to see all of you here this morning, and welcome to the special episode of Kevin at 7. It's Tactical Tuesday, and today it's going to be real simple, real powerful. I'm going to train you on how to become number one in your office, company, or market this year with one lead generation strategy. One lead generation strategy. I go back to how I built my business. I look at how people are building their businesses today. And before I get to the strategy, I'm not fluffing you here. This is legit. This is important that you understand this. Americans, I don't know about Brits. For those of you in the UK and wherever else you guys are on this morning, I've just seen somebody from England. I'm not sure wherever else you are outside of the US, but wherever you guys are, I'm not sure. Canadians are probably going to be very similar to Americans because our culture's pretty well crossbreed. Americans are soft. Americans have raised a generation or 2 generations or maybe 3 generations of wimps, of wusses. I was the first that I look around and I look at the great generation that came through World War II, that fought in World War II. And I look at my parents, and I think my parents, and I'm not sure if it was their generation or what, but my parents were trained to play it safe. I don't know if that was the generation or if that was just my parents. But what I have seen, and I've seen it and I look back over half a century of being alive on this planet, and Americans are soft. We try to protect our children from pain. We try to protect them from just disappointment. We try to protect them from struggle. We try to protect them from things that they could be afraid of. We try to make life easy for them. And what a life of ease does and a life of comfort does is it makes you soft. This is all realization for me. It's realization for me because I didn't know what the problem was. I didn't know why I was always afraid when I started real estate. Why did I always have to be afraid? Anybody else? You guys get to the office, get to going in real estate, and you find that your dominating emotion is fear. Why do we have to be afraid? And you're afraid. Every single one of you on this live stream, Facebook, YouTube. We got 44 of you on one, 37 of you on the other. Every single one of you are afraid. You're afraid of something in your business. Yeah, it's a daily battle. It's a daily battle. And we give into that fear. Now, we're going to be talking at Double Your Listing Power Training Camp. I am going to go deep in training this out of you. I've never done this before, but I am getting deep dive training right now on how to eliminate fear from your life, how to eliminate fear as a force in your life. Now, you can't eliminate the emotion of fear. You just don't want to do that. That would be suicide. But how to eliminate fear controlling you. Rawl says, we do not have the intestinal fortitude that the greatest generation had. Rawl, right on. See, Rawl is retired military. Rawl just got out of the Marines, where they do some stuff to teach you to not let fear stop you. And I made a commitment 7 years ago, 6.5, I don't even know, I don't remember how long ago now, 6 or 7 years ago, that I would never let fear stop me again. And in the big things, I have not let fear stop me, but I look around and I realize that fear still stops me every day. A lot of times, I don't know if it's every day now, but fear still is there a lot, and I let it stop me. I let it direct me. I do things or don't do things because I have a fear of what somebody else is going to think or somebody else is going to say, or whether it's going to work or not, what the outcome is going to be. Am I the only one? Thumbs up. So here's the Tactical Tuesday. You want to be number one in your office this year, guaranteed. Here's how you do it. For 1 year, starting today, you be the first one to arrive at your office. You be the last one to leave your office every day. You make 300 phone calls minimum every day, or knock 150 doors every single day, and follow up with every single opportunity you get. And you'll be number one in your office, guaranteed. Was this too hard for anybody? Let me do it again. Be the first one to show up and last one to leave. Make 300 calls a day or 150 doors a day. Talk to people and follow up with every single lead you get. That's it. You'll be number one. Number one in your office within a year. Anybody disagree? But what about the no solicitation signs? Screw the no solicitation signs. If you don't want to knock on a no soliciting door, then go to the next one. Well, what about the do not call list? Well, then don't call those people. Call somebody else. What about people yelling at me or cussing at me or swearing or reporting me? Then go get a regular job. At Home Depot's hiring, Lowe's is hiring. There's a lot of places out there hiring right now, by the way. There's a lot of places you can go get a job where you don't have to face anything like that, where you can be totally comfortable and you'll get paid exactly what you're worth. Or you can become an assistant for one of my coaching members that's kicking ass. And when you're an assistant, it's not nearly as hard to be a real estate assistant. You can become a showing assistant. Showing assistants are great. Showing assistants, love it. Become a showing assistant. Yep, you would be number one in the whole market with consistency like that. Rusty, you are right on. You see, here's the deal. You're too busy trying to figure out, and this is, I'm watching, it's frustrating the crap out of me. I'm like, why am I trying to figure out all the new strategies and trying to figure out new tactics and trying to do all this stuff? And I'm watching all the new coaches popping up. And guys, there are a dozen real estate coaches out there who've never sold a freaking house. And all they do is they teach you how to use Facebook marketing to get leads. And it works. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. But once you get them, you got to talk to them. And you're afraid to talk to them. But what if And we try to slowly bring them in, and we nurture them, and we just want to do everything we can to keep from pushing somebody out. And you spend so much time trying to figure out ways to avoid annoying somebody or to avoid upsetting somebody that you are missing most of the deals, because you're trying to figure out these workaround strategies. Fear, laziness, softness, distraction. They're killing you. I'm just going to give you straight up. You want to make more money in real estate, you get out there and you talk to more people. And most importantly, you do it every day and you stop letting fear stop you. Stop letting fear stop you. Stop letting fear stop you. Oh, you can do this, Johanna. My handwritten notes that I do daily after any kindness received blows people away. No one writes snail mail anymore. And yep, and Johanna, it's safe. But you're not going to be number one in the office writing snail mail notes. Okay, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's a great strategy, Johanna, but you're not going to become number one in your office. You want to crush it, you want to kill it, do this. Stop being lazy. Stop being scared of nothing. What are you scared of? I'm scared of the do not call list. Do you realize that that has been enacted over like 12, 13, 14 years ago? Not a single real estate agent or broker in America has been fined for a do not call violation. Not one. So wake up. Start talking to people. I'm scared. Then come to W Your Listing Power Training Camp. I'm not kidding here. We're going to recondition your brain, and we're going to give you a multidimensional lead generation strategy, because while 300 calls a day and 150 door knocks a day will do the work, there is a massive way to increase the probability that of those 300 people you call, that you're going to get more of them to do business with you. Because it's not just how many, it's not, people go, well, it's just a numbers game. No, it's not. It is a numbers game, yes, but it's not just a numbers game. Okay? Not just a numbers game. It's the one who has the better numbers. So how do you get better numbers? That's how you win Super Bowls. That's how you win championships, right? It's not how many plays you run. It's how many touchdowns you score. That's the numbers that matter, right? You got to score the touchdowns. That's getting listing appointments, getting listings, selling those listings. It's the results. Those are the numbers that matter. But it starts with sowing the seed, sowing the seed, sowing the seed, and stop giving into this pain. I'm kind of fired up today. I guess it's from spending 3 days not talking and having a lot of time to think. Be the first to arrive, be the last one to leave, call 300 people a day or knock on 150 doors a day, and then follow up with every opportunity you get. And yes, Johanna, with those, after you call those 300 people, all the people that are nice to you, write them a handwritten note. Handwritten notes are great. Get somebody else to handwrite the note, frankly. Okay? That's it. Now, why would you not do that? And here's why. Because you're too lazy or you're too afraid. Well, no, I want an expensive method of lead generation. Well, there are those too, and they work. They're awesome. See, but the only reason you don't do this, you don't talk to people, is because you're afraid or you're lazy. It's too hard. It's fear. That's right. It's fear of rejection. The worst that will happen is they tell you no. That's right. I've had one guy, one of my coaching members, that actually had somebody pull a gun on him. Okay, that's it. Not going to happen. But if you're afraid of that, then do handwritten notes. And again, I'm not picking on you, Joanna. I love it, but it's a great follow-up, but it's follow-up, right? You got to talk to these people, okay? I can spend the rest of the day talking about this. Guys, you got it. You're going to do this, you're not going to do it. And if you're scared to do it and go like, well, how do I make it work? What do I say? How do I say it? How do I learn how to not be afraid? Come to W Your Listing Power Training Camp, wyourlistingpower.com/live 2019. We're still have discount tickets The discount ticket price is about to go away, so make sure you get your tickets. And wyourlistingpower.com/live 2019. Who do you call after you go through current contacts? Anybody. Doesn't matter, Ryan. Talk to enough people, you're going to get business. Okay? Call for sale by owners, call expireds, call your personal circle, and then just call her. The best is get your open house events, get an open house, and then call as many people as you can around it. You can call 1,000 of them, 300 a day for 3 days. Okay? You're not going to run out of people to call. Ever. You're never going to run out of people. By the way, last time I looked, there's more people living in your town this year than there were last year. So there's always more people to call. Okay? We'll teach you how to do all of that at W Listing Power Training Camp. wlistingpower.com/live 2019. The post is there. Just be there. You're going to learn more about online marketing. So it's going to be more than just door knocking. And because some people go, so you're just going to teach us door knocking and cold calling. No, I don't teach cold calling at all. Number one. Number two is that's just all I'm talking about is you got to get over your fear. That's what's stopping you is you're afraid to talk to people. You're afraid of annoying somebody, and that's killing you. If you want to get over that, do this for 1 year. First show up at your office, last to leave, 300 calls a day, 150 doors a day, one or the other. Follow up with every opportunity you get. Boom, you'll be number one in your company, probably in your market within 1 year. And we'll help you get those strategies better, but you've got to take the action, my friend. There's no shortcut. There is no shortcut to greatness, okay? Love you guys too. You're awesome. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the thumbs up. Have an awesome day. Play to win. Always expect yes, and register today for wyourlistingpower.com/live 2019. It's coming up 1 month, 4 weeks. 4 weeks from today, we'll be there. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another special episode of Kevin at 7.